You want to become more masculine. You're watching all of these videos, all of these podcasts about your masculinity. Your whole TikTok is literally filled with Andrew Tate motivational videos. You're listening to David Goggins while you work out, but yet you feel the same. You feel like you're not making that much progress. You still feel really bad when you work. You still feel tired whenever you wake up. You still feel the sense of not wanting to improve, not wanting to work out, and all these other beliefs are in your mind. Well, look, my friend, the simple answer is like, I want you to imagine you're climbing out a mountain, which is going to be easier. If you're literally going with a tiny bag, with just water and stuff like that, or if you're literally carrying dumbbells of 10 kg in your backpack, I think the answer is really obvious. It's actually the lighter bag. So, what you're trying to do is literally climb that mountain, which is actually improving your masculinity with this whole backpack of habits that are totally destroying your masculinity. You're literally swimming upstream. And if you actually totally deny these 7 habits that I'm going to speak about today, it's going to be much easier for you to navigate life and actually achieve this core essence of life that God gave you. Now, before actually starting, I want to warn you, none of these habits are actually going to be comfortable. None of these things you're actually going to like doing or have fun doing. But you have to understand that you cannot trust your brain anymore. Your comfort is literally destroying your life, your masculinity, everything. You have to understand that if you actually want to become more masculine and achieve anything in life, you have to deny that comfort and embrace the sense of discomfort. Now, that being said, let's get into the first one. The first habit that is totally destroying your masculinity is actually really easy to do, especially when you start. It's over idealizing. No matter what guru told you that you should be more masculine, no matter who you actually like and who actually want to follow, trust me, my friend, if you actually idolize them and if you put them at this pedestal, you're doing yourself wrong. Because you have to understand that not a single person is perfect in absolutely anything. Just because maybe, I don't know, Andrew Tate seems like the most masculine man that ever lived, it doesn't mean that he is perfect. He makes his mistakes, he has insecurities, he has all of these things that are generally speaking negative about him. So what you need to do is to embrace your own weaknesses, your own mistakes, and try and work on them, because that is actually going to enable you to make the most progress, which is kind of masculinity is basically based on. Now, the second thing that I really wanted to speak about, it's actually respecting other people's time. You have to make this a habit. You have to make it a habit to actually not be late to any event, because it's going to basically portray the sense of respect towards that person, and that person is immediately going to have respect for you, because nobody likes when a person is late. Nobody likes when you have to wait for a person. So you have to understand this and just try and be as kind of quick as possible to come to an event. Come first. It doesn't matter. If you actually are the first in that event, you're going to command the sense of respect and respecting others' time. And a man who is masculine has a lot of respect and a lot of the sense of kind of acceptance towards others. And you must build that. And this is probably the best way you can do it. So I'm actually going to go over this third thing super quickly, but it's BPA, bisphenol A. It's a chemical that is basically scientifically proven to decrease your testosterone. And when your testosterone is decreased, your basically masculinity goes to shit. So, where can we find BPA? You can find it in water bottles, so in like bottled water, and also in tap water. I know it's crazy, you can find it basically any water that you drink. A simple fix for this is actually getting a filter. And the second place where you can find bisphenol A is the receipts. Like those receipts where you get them at a supermarket. A super simple fix is to literally just throw them out immediately. There's a lot of more kind of things that you use in day-to-day life that actually contain BPA. So you can go and search on it on Google. I don't have that much time to actually speak about this because this is not a video about BPA. Now we're getting into some really uncomfortable shit. And these next couple of habits, I know most of you are actually not wanting to give up, but this is why they're the most important. If a selected person, if a selected amount of people actually do it, it means that it's a lot more valuable. The fourth thing is to actually stop getting drunk so often. I know, a lot of you don't want to give this up, but if you do, it will increase your masculinity so much. Because you have to understand that if you actually want to become more masculine, you must control your life. You must have your own life in the grip of your hands. And guess what? When you're drunk, you obviously don't have it. You can't think properly, your mind is literally fogged, you don't know what to think about, you don't know how to think, you're literally not driving, you're in the passenger seat. And if you want to become more masculine, you must basically be driving that car, which is your actual life. So you must stop getting drunk all the time. It's super negative for you. Now this fifth thing, if 1,000 people actually watch this video, only 10 will actually do it. It's video games. I literally have 2 whole videos on video games, why you should stop them, and yet nobody listens to it. But if you actually want to become more masculine, you need to stop playing video games. Video games give you this sense of pleasure, this sense of achievement that is actually not real in your life. As masculine men, we obviously want to achieve goals, we want to move forward, we want to progress, we want to have all of these achievements. But if you're kind of squashing this desire off with video games, you're not going to have the sense of purpose in real life and move in real life in purposeful ways. So this is why we need to stop playing video games. They're literally just totally taking away your whole desire for life, for actual life, for something that is truly meaningful, and putting it into your video games. Literally your monitor and your mouse, your keyboard, you know, grinding constantly Fortnite, League of Legends, and all of these other games that you play. Now these 6 things is for people who are actually a little bit deeper into their self-improvement journey, who are actually bettering themselves, you know, who are getting more attraction from women and stuff like that. But it's actually switching girls like socks. I know this might sound super weird, but it's those people who actually, you know, immediately when they break up with a girl, they get to a new one. Why do they do this? Well, it's actually one simple reason. Is that you're super emotional and you probably miss that girl that you just broken up with. So you're trying to get a new girl to kind of repay for those emotions, for you to actually switch and give a heart to another girl. We don't want to do this because it gives this sense of indecisiveness, and that is not a masculine trait. You must feel the sense of control, and if you're constantly switching girls, that control is kind of lost. You feel like you can't control your emotions, meaning that you have to literally, just because you feel a little bit sad that the last chick broke up with you, you're trying to recompensate it with a new girl to squash those emotions. If you do that, trust me, it's destroying your masculinity. You must stop doing it, and you must actually embrace that heartbreak, and you can actually learn how to do that on this video right here. Now this last thing is probably the hardest to actually follow through, because we do it absolutely every single day, but it's showing weakness. Trust me, my friend, there are men out there that literally want everything that you have and will do anything to get it. And if you show your weaknesses, if you show your weak spots, it will be so much easier for them to actually target you and hit you in those spots, in those little insecurities, and literally crush your whole life. So you must stop hinting at your weaknesses, stop hinting at all of these mistakes, stop hinting at all of these insecurities that you have, because they will be used in a bad way by men who know how to do it. This is taking away power from yourself and putting it into somebody else's things. But it's powerful if you actually learn how to find those weaknesses in other people, because you can use it for business and stuff that is actually healthy for you and that can actually help them. You must understand that there are men out there who don't have as good as intentions as you think they do. I know a lot of you are actually going to highly disagree with all of these things, because you still want to feel comfortable, but you still want to become more masculine, and you can either pick one or the other. It's that simple. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it at least a little bit valuable. If you did, I would highly appreciate you clicking the button and also the subscribe button. We're on the road to hit 1,000 subscribers in the next month. that was pretty much it. If you're interested in some of my other content, you can click and watch probably my best video right here. Hands down, I took so much effort and it was put into that video. So that was pretty much it. Faith be the reason. I love you guys all. And I will see you tomorrow, my friends. Have a nice rest of your day and peace.